Hi, my name is Jason Wyckoff. I'm the family genealogist for the Wyckoff House and Association, and these are instructions for how to submit your information to the Wyckoff Family in America database. Now, ideally, you and I have already spoken, and we know a little bit of information, and these instructions are all about how for you to finish up the job. First step is to read the instructions. The fact that you're watching this video right now, you can check that off. You have completed this step. The second step is all about your contact information, filling out who you are, name, contact information, address, just so we know who you are and who is the person who's submitting this updated information. Along with that, though, we're looking to know who is the latest Wyckoff that is in the Wyckoff Family in America database. Hopefully you and I have already had that conversation. We figured out that, let's just pretend it's your great grandfather, Barnaby Q. Wyckoff. He is the last one that's in the database with updated information. This is going to be important when we get to the next step. Now, this step 3 is really where you start from you and you start filling out all the information about yourself, your parents, your grandparents. Again, trying to stay on that Wyckoff line because that's what this is all about. Your great grandparents and so forth, going as far up the line as we need. Now, we don't need to get all the information about Peter Clausen or any of those very old generations because we already have that information. In this example, right, we talked about how the last Wyckoff in the database is Barnaby Q. Wyckoff, your great-great-great-grandfather. So that is as far as you need to go in filling all this out. So we'll just need to go from you to your parents, grandparents, all the way down to Barnaby Q. Wyckoff. We want you to fill out as much of the information as possible. And you're going to start with yourself. We're going to do your contact information, birth date, locations, marriage location, if you're married, who you're married to, and any other comments and notes you can put here at this particular time. So you're going to go from you to your parents, filling all that out, to your grandparents, great grandparents, again, going all the way to the person that we spoke about, who's in the database, Barnaby Q. Wyckoff, your great-great-great-grandfather. As far as formatting goes, it's really helpful to not put it in kind of how we typically do it, but genealogy standards have it as the day, the month spelled out, and the year. So if you can fill it out that way, that'd be greatly appreciated. And same thing with locations, trying to be as accurate as possible. Give it the town, county if you know it, and then the city. That'll help us know exactly really where that particular event transpired. Now we're into step 4. We've done your entire line, right? That's about you going down to Barnaby Q. Wyckoff. But you might know about other Wyckoffs. You might know about your siblings and who they married, your niece and nephew. You might also know a bit about your aunts and uncles, right? And your cousins. You might have kids. In step 4, that's where you're going to fill all that out. You can even talk about your great aunt and great uncles if you happen to know that particular information. So in step 4, right, it looks very similar, but so you're going to fill it out. But what's a little bit different, you're going to fill it out. In this example, it's my brother Scott, and his wife, right? But what's different in this section is really how are these people related to you? As I said, this is my brother and sister-in-law, so I'm going to fill it out like that, saying this is my brother and sister-in-law. There's a number of spots in the form. You can add as many of those additional, again, brothers, sisters, aunts, uncles, nephews, other Wyckoffs that are not part of your direct line. Lastly, any other additional details, anything else you want to add, this is where you go ahead and fill that in. And that's it. Once you fill it in, send it back to genealogy@wyckoffmuseum.org, and then we will review it. If there's any questions, we'll have some back and forth, and we'll get it into the next edition of the Wyckoff Family in America publication that comes out at the end of each year. Thanks for watching.